Sometimes it's just better to play the game as the other guy. Hey, hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron. Welcome back to the Gamertron Show, and welcome back to yet another Top 5. And today I have for you my Top 5 DLC characters. This has been happening in quite a few games recently over the years. We get a free little expansion pack, a free little mini-campaign, where you get to play as another one of the characters or a companion from the main campaign. You get to see a new side of the story, a side of the story you never expected from their perspective. You start to care and even respect these characters just as much as the main protagonist, because you find out from these DLCs where you get to play them, they went through just as much tough shit as the main protagonist did in the main campaign. And you know what? What's wrong with extra content? What's playing the game a little bit more and playing it a bit differently? Seeing how the devs can expand themselves, alter the gameplay, and make each character unique from one another. So, let us count down the top 5 DLC character campaigns.
I gotta do my shit. I'll find the bunker entrance.
And I'll provide the distraction. Let's show them how cyber commandos get it done.
Mark 4 style, motherfucker!
Number 5, Samantha from Faction Guerrilla. In the DLC bonus mission, Demons of the Badlands, you get to play as Sam, the main female character, companion, and weapons and upgrade vendor. Now, spoiler alert, about 3/4 of the way through the main campaign, Sam reveals that she was once a marauder. The seeming tribalistic and savage Martians, who are feared throughout the Martian Badlands. And with the DLC bonus mission, Demons of the Badlands, you get to play as Sam back when she was a marauder. You actually get to learn some marauder backstory, marauder culture. You get to learn about these people and you find out they're not entirely savages. Yes, they're tribalistic, ritualistic. And yes, indeed, they are violent, but not all of them are. And playing as Sam as a marauder, you get access to a bunch of new marauder weapons that you can't find in the main campaign. Brand new, fun to use, satisfying weapons, and also brand new, satisfying, fun vehicles to drive. If you enjoyed playing as Alec Mason in the original campaign of Faction Guerrilla, and kicking the utter ass of the EDF, then you will very much enjoy playing as Sam in Demons of the Badlands, where you get to blow up all the EDF's crap once again. Also, strong, female, playable protagonist in this DLC bonus mission. More games need to learn from this. Seriously. Sam is pretty kick-ass in this. Go Sam.
Mark 4 style, motherfucker!
Number 4, Alucard from Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. I was happily surprised and pleased by the DLC of Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2, that being Revelations. Revelations is a prequel story to the main campaign of Lords of Shadow 2, where you get to play as the son of Dracula, Alucard. As while his father sleeps, Alucard tries to prepare Dracula by setting in motion several events that tie into the main campaign, such as obtaining Dracula's Chaos and Void weapons and putting them in the right places for Dracula to find, as well as a final showdown between him and Zobek's lieutenant in order to kill him and take his identity. Oh yeah, spoilers, hehe. But Alucard himself is fun to play as, and is fairly different from his father. He has several different main powers, such as the ability to teleport in a cloud of bats, the ability to activate his Spirit Wolf and traverse as a faster, longer jumping Spectral Wolf, and his final ability which allows him to turn back time on certain items, make those items go back in time a certain amount, restoring broken old items or breaking new functional items. Alucard's unique set of abilities allows him to have some very interesting puzzles that are very different from the main campaign, really have you thinking. and they're satisfying to pull off. There's also some tense and really good platforming as Alucard. And as for the combat itself, while I will admit it's not as varied as Dracula's combat, as Alucard has only one melee weapon, the Crisacrum, his sword, but you do have the ability to use light and dark magic with it, void and chaos magic, in order to do more damage and take health away from enemies. Alucard's combat is more similar to the first game rather than this game. But I cannot deny that using the sword Crisacrum is pretty fun, pretty satisfying in combat, and Alucard also has his own unique executions on enemies. Also, Alucard's design. Damn! So much detail on this character. Granted, I will not lie, he's very gothic emo. Very gothic emo, I cannot lie. He's still a cool looking character with a ton of detail, and is fun to play as. It's a very nice addition, a very nice little prequel story to Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. Why not play Revelations and play as the son of Dracula, Alucard?
Mark 4 style, motherfucker!
Number 3, Virgil. From DMC Devil May Cry. In the DLC Virgil's Downfall, you get to play as the title character and brother of the main playable protagonist and infamous demon killer, Dante. Virgil's Downfall is an epilogue to the main story, showing what happens right after the final battle with Virgil. As Virgil literally dies and descends into hell. In hell, Virgil looks to return to the living world, attain more power, and conquer his inner demons. Or unleash them, as the case may be. Similar to Alucard from Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2 Revelations, Virgil does play similarly to his brother Dante in the main campaign. But only a bit similarly, because Virgil has his own unique combos, his own unique weapon, Yamato, which is a katana, and I freaking love katanas. But, like Dante, he has the ability to go from angel to demon mode, either having attacks that are fast, widespread, but do less damage, or slow, heavy, but do more damage. Also, instead of having guns for long-range attacks, Virgil has summoned swords. And unlike Dante, he can use his ranged attacks while doing his melee attacks. He can do them both at the exact same time for some crazy combos. Also, Virgil has his own interesting form of platforming. Instead of gliding or using a hook and chain, Virgil either teleports to where he wants to go, or teleports the platform he wants to come to him. Virgil does have a lot of similarities to Dante, but he has enough changes, enough variation to make him feel like a unique character on his own, and a character I love playing. I debate this with myself all the time, I might prefer playing as Virgil over Dante. I just like his style, I like his combos, I like his moveset. And I like Virgil's Downfall. So, if you have DMC Devil May Cry, why not download this DLC and play as the other son of Sparta?
Mark 4 style, motherfucker!
Number 2, Pigsy. From Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Pigsy is,
Lola, baby! How you doing? We're gonna have ourselves a blast.
Pigsy is Pigsy, and he's awesome. And you get to play as Pigsy in the DLC Extra Campaign, Pigsy's Perfect 10. The story is a prequel to the main campaign, before the two main characters are introduced or meet up with Pigsy. We learn that Pigsy is lonely, living by himself, with his only companion being his robot buddy, Truffles. Pigsy wants a woman in his life, so he sets out to build one by scavenging all throughout the mech-filled wasteland looking for the parts he needs. Playing as Pigsy is really awkward. Pigsy has really weird control, and this being enslaved doesn't let you alter or change the controls, so you're stuck with Pigsy's awkward and just bizarre controls. But then again, at first I hated this, but now thinking of it, it suits Pigsy. It suits his character. He's odd, he's bizarre, he's awkward. He shouldn't play similarly to Monkey from the main campaign, cause he's a completely different beast altogether. Pigsy has no melee combat, instead he focuses on shooting with his rifle and using some odd trinkets and gadgets. From bombs to distracting holograms to EMPs. And even a device that allows you to turn one enemy mech onto your side and help you in battle. Pigsy is a very interesting and very different type of character to play as. He feels like a character that could have got his own entire game, and Pigsy's Perfect 10 does kind of feel like its own entire game, because it feels completely different to Enslaved. While it may look and feel and sound like the very same world of Enslaved, with Pigsy running the show, it also feels like its completely own separate game. Pigsy's Perfect 10 is challenging, yet fair. It's funny, yet knows when to be serious and dramatic. But best of all, we get to explore and learn more about the character of Pigsy. And I love Pigsy. Pigsy is awesome. And now, before I reveal my number 1 DLC character, recap time! And my number 1 DLC character is Wolf from Metal Gear Solid Rising: Revengeance. That's right, there's a bonus campaign in Revengeance that lets you play as your robotic canine companion, Wolf. In this prequel story, you get to see Wolf as he's being programmed and trained by the mercenaries of Desperado and World Marshal. We get to learn more about Wolf as a character, learning he has always craved freedom from the get-go. Learning that this AI was no regular AI. While Wolf's missions do have you retreading levels you've already gone through, playing them as Wolf offers a different perspective and a different playstyle and way to play them. I don't know what it is about Wolf, but he's much better at stealth than Raiden is. Or at least I find stealth gameplay easier with Wolf instead of Raiden. And combat? Combat is able to be fun and fresh while still being similar to Raiden's gameplay. Using Wolf's claw and chainsaw tail is fun, frantic, fierce. And you have whole new combos to learn. Granted, Wolf's moveset and combos are not as many as Raiden's, and Wolf doesn't use any special weapons. But I don't think that changes the overall most important fact. You get to play as Wolf! You get to play as a giant robot dog! Or robot wolf. Or robot panther. Or robot cougar. What the hell is he? You know what? Everybody refers to him as a dog, so robot dog. And that is awesome. And not too many games allow you to play as unique a character as Wolf. Wolf is a unique, one-of-a-kind character to play as. He's cool looking, he has a great character, a good story, fun combat, and is able to stay similar to the main game while also feeling like its own entirely, just like a DLC character campaign should. And that is why Wolf is my number 1.